Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we're back for episode 15 of the MLB 14 The Show, Road to the Show, featuring Saul Goodman, third baseman for the Tampa Bay Rays. And we're here to wrap up Season 2. This is going to be the last month and a half or so of Season 2. Still coming off the bench, and if you guys forgot, we are still hitting them at the 230s, 10 home runs, 29 RBI, OPS just a tick below 700 currently, so still struggling, really not being able to find any type of consistency. Last episode, the theme of the episode was hitting for a lot of power. We were struggling to put bat on ball, but when we did put bat on ball, it was going far, and that's pretty much been, it's pretty much been how the season has gone. Our isolated power is, I believe, over 200, which if you guys don't know, that is just slugging percentage minus batting average. It's a good indicator of exactly how much power one is hitting for, more so than slugging percentage, because slugging percentage is very dependent on, if you're hitting the ball at all. Which, in the case of Saul Goodman, we're really not hitting the ball at all. But when we do hit it, it's going far. So we go 1 for 2 that game. You can see we end up getting on base there, and we do not score the winning run, though. We end up getting thrown out at home, I believe, by Carlos Beltran. So looks like maybe we would have to... I don't know if the simulated base running has anything to do with your real ratings. I imagine it does, but either way, we're going to get a little slap single to the left side here for a base hit off of Ubaldo Jimenez. Little single right there, putting bat on ball. As I've said, that's sort of been what we've struggled with all season long, so it's a good sign. And then here we just take liftoff, a 2-run home run, deep right field. That one is going to stay fair and be gone. A little bat flip as well. Nice little touch by Saul Goodman right there, and you'll see a good replay. This is a great shot of just seeing where the ball went. Getting the bat flip in there. I love the bat flip he does from the left side. He sort of flings the bat, it bounces all over the place, but either way. So we go 2 for 4 that day. We get our average up above 240 and our OPS up above 700. That's too big. Well, the OPS part a little bit bigger than the average. I mean, 240 to 39, not a big difference. But getting that OPS up over 700 would be a nice way to cap off the season. Here we're playing the Cardinals. That is Joe Kelly on the mound. And we're going to take that one back up the middle for a base hit. I found that we were really hitting the ball a lot. I mean, I felt like in the last episode we really weren't hitting the ball at all. And it was just sort of swinging for the fences, and whenever it would make contact, it would go far. It seemed like this episode we were a little bit better at just putting bat on ball, keeping it in the yard, spraying it around to different parts of the field. I thought just as an all-around hitter, we did a little bit better this episode, and I think that's showing. Here's a little base hit down the left field line, a little bit of luck right there. It was not hit a ton, but still, we squeaked that one down the left field line. Runner gets thrown out at third, though, so we're going to have to actually settle for what they would rule as a single. So we go 1 for 4. We do move up to second on the play, and we would not score. So you can see we got some training points here. The thing with not playing a lot is it's really hard to progress our player, and the attributes start going down pretty quickly if you ignore them for a while, and we really don't have the opportunity to even ignore them. We pretty much have to put points into them whenever we can, because we're not getting a lot of training points playing once every 5 days or whatever. So either way, here is a big play. There is no outs in the inning, so the run would have scored either way, but we do pick up the RBI by beating out the throw at first. You don't get an RBI in a double play, but you do on a ground out. So we drive in a run right there, and then later in the game, Clay Buchholz still on the mound. We're going to take that one the opposite way. One hop it up off the wall, and that is going to be an extra base hit for Saul Goodman. So taking advantage of Clay Buchholz's not stellar pitching ability, at least not these days, and we end up going 1 for 4 with an RBI. So a decent game out of Saul. And we're going to skip ahead into later in the Red Sox series after we have a pinch hit opportunity in the 12th, and then we followed up with an 0 for 4 game. So nothing too great to show, and we're actually going to skip ahead now to an Oakland series. This is, I believe, one of the last series of the season, and Jared Parker leaves that pitch over the plate, and that is high, deep, and gone. A moonshot right there from Saul Goodman, his second home run of the episode. That one was absolutely crushed. One of the longest home runs I've had in Tropicana Field so far, hitting that one into right center field and probably hitting it about 10-15 rows deep. So big shot by Saul, getting enough of one of the game's better young pitchers, and Jared Parker too. That could be a matchup we see for a long time. Now the A's are a team that's going to be making the playoffs in this. The Rays not so much, although we have started to play a little bit better at the end of the year, really in September. But it's a matchup we won't see this October, but it's one we could see in future Octobers. Here it's time for the Better Call Saul moment of the episode. Bases loaded, down by 1, 2 outs in the inning, the 1-2 pitch, and Goodman's going to take it back up the middle for a base hit. That'll get down. Center fielder over to plate. It's Denard Span, but 2 runs will come home. The throw goes to the cutoff man, and that is going to be a 2 RBI single for Saul Goodman. He gives the Rays the lead, and the team would go on to win by a score of 4-3. Saul drives in 3 of the runs with a solo shot and a 2 RBI single, and he ends up with the player of the game. So great game out of Saul Goodman. Really encouraging when you get performances like this. Maybe starting to turn a corner here, but it might be a little too late. This season is quickly coming to an end. We are pretty much in late September at this point, and still in the Oakland series coming up. But here we got to look at the career stats. You can see trying to get that average up over 240 would be a nice little touch to finish out the season, sort of end on a hot note, but or on a good note, or high note, I guess you could say. And Goodman here is going to get another home run, this time off of Scott Casimir, going opposite field, hitting it into the right center field gap, and that gets over the wall for a solo shot off of Scott Casimir. As I said, the former Tampa Bay Ray, back in his former home stadium, the team that he came up with and really established himself with. But this time we're going to make him pay. Casimir's been having a phenomenal year for the Athletics so far in real life, but I don't know how he's actually doing in this game. He did have a 2-year contract, so it would make sense that he's still in the team in year 2. Here we take this one to deep left, and that's going to just get over the glove of the left fielder. Runner rounding third. He's going to try and head home here. The throw will be not in time. The run scores. We're going for third, and we actually get thrown out there. I thought we were safe, but I looked in the replay, and we were pretty clearly out. Not a smart decision to go for third with 2 outs, but it's an RBI double for Saul, and it cuts the lead in half, 4-2. That would wrap up that game. So another 2-hit performance, another home run, and really starting to pick it up here at the end of the year. But we wrap up the season with the series against Toronto. We don't get any playing time at that point, or in that series. So the regular season comes to an end. We're going to simulate the postseason. The Pirates defeat the Angels in the World Series, two teams that I would not have expected to be there. But either way, Pirates get their first World Series title since I have no idea, probably like the 1920s or something, I want to say. I really don't know. Actually, no, they won the 79 series, I believe. 79 or 80 or something. But either way, we have a new contract offer. Obviously, we're pretty much just getting like renewed contracts with the Rays, and we really can't bargain for too much money here unless they want to offer us a long-term extension. So I'm going to try and get a little bit of extra cash out of it. They go back to 545,000. I tried to get to 550,000, and they are not moving from that price, which they really don't have to. They have complete control over what they want to pay us, and it's more of just a sort of, if they want to be nice thing to us. I mean, obviously they wouldn't want to damage a relationship with a young player, but at the same time, they can pay us whatever they want, because that's just how the MLB CBA works. So anyway, that is pretty much going to wrap up the episode. So take a look at the Rays 2016 roster, and through 2 seasons, the only big name, the only name at all that they've even added is Bobby Parnell. Now, Jose Molina, Grant Balfour, and a couple others retired. Bobby Parnell is Grant Balfour's replacement. They also added some small guys like Ryan Sweeney, Chris Coughlin, or Coughlin? I don't even know, but either way, that's another uneventful offseason for the Tampa Bay Rays. But what are you going to do? Small market team, can't expect much out of him. So hopefully year 3 will be better for both Saul and for the Tampa Bay Rays. Saul wants a starting spot. The Rays want to get back in the playoffs. Coming up next episode will be spring training. We're going to fight for that starting spot, and hopefully we can help the Rays to a playoff spot in 2016. So until then, thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.